In the beginning of this story, we see a house where a lot of people were selling drugs. Then a masked man came in with a gun and started running away with all the money inside. But as soon as he left the house, the police surrounded him from all sides and arrested him and put him in jail. Now during the investigation, it was found that this man's name is Savage, who used to be a soldier of the Special Forces. He fought many battles for his country in Iraq and Afghanistan. And for this, the government has given him a lot of medals. Now when the police commissioner found out about this, he called Savage to his office and asked him the reason for doing this. On this, Savage replied that as long as the country needs us, we are taken care of. But as soon as we retire, the government leaves us to die. Actually, Savage has a daughter who is suffering from lung cancer, and Savage doesn't even have enough money to buy his medicines. Now after hearing all this, a thought came to the commissioner's mind and he decided to send Savage on a mission. Actually, he got the news that a man named Lucas, who is a warden of a jail in the city, does many illegal things in the jail. Lucas gets an illegal fight in his jail and earns money by live telecasting it. Along with this, he also gets drug dealing done from the prisoners of the jail. But despite all this, the police can't arrest him because they don't have any evidence against Lucas. That's why the commissioner wanted Savage to go inside the jail and collect evidence against Lucas and bring it to him. Initially, Savage refused for this mission, but when the commissioner promised him that the government will pay for his daughter's treatment, he agreed to do this. The next day, Savage was sent to the jail where a guard named Killian welcomed all the prisoners and told them the rules of the jail. After this, the jail doctor put a chip in Savage's neck which was actually a GPS tracker. After this, when Savage reached his room, he found the phone sent by the commissioner under the bed. With this, he was able to collect the evidence and expose Lucas. That evening, when Savage went to eat in the mess, another prisoner named James started messing with him for no reason. But Savage didn't react to this and ignored James and left. After this, he reached the backyard of the jail where he met another prisoner named Tony. Here, Tony offered Savage to join his gang, but Savage refused and quietly left. That night, James and his friends attacked Savage and caused a ruckus in his cell. Then another prisoner named Bones reached Savage's cell and helped him fight them. But then the guards also arrived and all of them were caught and locked in a dark room. After this, the warden called James to his office and treated him well in return for this beating. After a while, Savage also reached the warden's office. But instead of beating him up, the warden told him about the upcoming fighting competition in the jail. Actually, the warden knew that Savage is a soldier of the Special Forces and his fighting skills are very good. That's why he wanted Savage to participate in the fighting competition in the jail. He offered Savage that if he participates in these fights and defeats the best fighter in the jail, he will be released in return. Now, Savage also liked this offer because he wouldn't get a better chance to collect evidence against the warden. That's why he accepted this offer. After this, the warden gave him a fighting suit and a lady officer brought Savage to his new room. Bones was already present in this room and soon they became good friends. After a while, he went to the toilet of Savage's jail and messaged the commissioner to inform him about this illegal fight. On the other hand, Bones told him that Tony is the champion of this jail and he hasn't lost a single fight. That evening, Savage wore his fighting suit and reached the fighting ring with Bones. This fighting ring was known as the dungeon and there was only one rule for the fights here. There were no rules in these fights. Also, the warden telecasted these fights live so that the people outside the jail could also play a game on it. After seeing all this, Savage took out his phone and started making a video as evidence. After a while, Tony reached the fighting ring where he faced not one but two prisoners. Despite this, Tony didn't have any problem in this fight and he easily defeated both of them. The next fight was of Savage and his opponent was another prisoner named Vampirio. Since Savage was a commando of the Special Forces, as soon as the fight started, he punched Vampirio once and surrounded him and won his first fight in just 10 seconds. After this fight, Tony went to the warden and asked for his release. Actually, the warden had promised him that the day he becomes the champion of the jail, he will be released from the jail. On this, the warden said that if you want your freedom, then you will have to fight another fight. And this fight will be your last fight. And if you win this fight, then you will be free forever. Now, Tony didn't have any other option, so he listened to the warden. But before leaving, he threatened the warden that if he broke his promise, then he will tell his gang and create a ruckus in the entire jail. Now, the next day, a lawyer came to meet Savage whose name was Janet. She was a government lawyer who wanted to fight Savage's case and get him released from here. Now, because Savage was on a mission inside the jail, he refused to take Janet's help. But despite this, Janet gave him her card so that if Savage changes his mind, he can contact her. After this, he went straight to the gym and started preparing for his next fight with Bones, because his next opponent was a very dangerous and fast fighter. Now, such days passed and the day of the fight came very soon. Here, the warden announced Savage's fight and sent his opponent in the ring.